Put a folded paper towel in a container, add a few drops of dish soap and some water. Even cold water is fine. Close the container tightly with a lid and shake it well. Now the container is clean. I recommend keeping store-bought grains and flour in the freezer for 1-2 days so no bugs will infest your house. In one container you can prepare 2 types of cake batter, chocolate and lemon. All that's left is to bake the cake. You can keep half of a large onion perfectly fresh for a long time by lightly coating its surface with butter and storing it in the fridge. Did you know that you can store garlic in a plastic bag? Just add salt and a little tea brew to the garlic. Store it in a dry, dark, cool place. This way the garlic will stay fresh for a long time. With the help of this grid, you can quickly and easily divide a stick of butter into equal parts. Each cube weighs about 5 grams, which is very convenient. Wrap the butter in parchment paper and fold it into a container. You can store it in the fridge or freezer. This portioned butter wrapped in paper is very convenient for greasing pans. Your hands won't get messy and butter will be used very economically. Crack the eggs into the prepared pan. Let's steam them. Place a small bowl upside down in a pot, pour water into the pot, and place the bowl with the eggs on top. Cover the pot with a lid and turn on the heat. After the water boils, cook on low heat for 12-15 minutes. This cooking method is convenient to use when making salads that require many eggs. It saves time and effort by not having to peel boiled eggs. Add canned pink salmon, finely chopped onion, parsley, and dill to the mashed eggs. Season with salt, pepper, and smoked paprika. For the dressing, mix natural yogurt, a little homemade mayonnaise, and mild mustard. Dress the salad and it's ready to be served. You can take this salad with you. Take a sheet of lavash bread. Lay lettuce leaves tightly on the edge. Add a little egg salad and tomatoes on top. Then carefully roll everything up so that the egg salad remains completely inside the lettuce leaves, even at the ends. This way the lavash won't get soggy and you can take this roll as lunch. On a sheet of parchment paper, place a portion of ground meat. Cover with another sheet of parchment paper and press down gently with a plate. This will result in a perfectly round, even, and thin burger patty for frying. If you place a whole piece of cheese in a well-heated skillet, with the heat turned down to the lowest setting for a few seconds, and then remove it from the skillet, you will see thin cheese petals. Let them sit for a couple of seconds, carefully remove them, and you will have these wonderful cheese chips. Add honey to freshly squeezed carrot juice. It will become a wonderful natural remedy for coughs that can be consumed as is or mixed with hot milk. It will be delicious and beneficial. To keep a head of cabbage fresh for longer, cut off part of the stem. Place a folded paper towel inside and moisten it well with water. Then store the cabbage in the fridge. If you don't need the entire head of Napa cabbage right away, cut it in half as if preparing it for kimchi. Then tear it apart by hand. You won't see any small pieces of leaves. Divide the remaining half into 2 parts in the same way. To extract juice from a whole pomegranate, rub it thoroughly with your fingers, roll it on a table or cotton board, and make a small hole to squeeze the juice into a cup. The juice will flow in a thin stream without splattering around, and the pomegranate peel and seeds will remain intact. I want to share an interesting dough recipe. Add baking soda to thick natural yogurt, mix well, and let it sit for 5 minutes. During this time, the yogurt will significantly increase in volume and start to foam. Now add 1 egg, vegetable oil, and salt. Also add 2 types of flour, rice and whole wheat flour. Knead the dough and shape it into a ball. It will be soft and elastic. Cover it with a towel and let it rest for 15 minutes. During this time, it will become even softer and more elastic, almost like yeast dough. You can use it for any baking. Divide the dough into 2 parts, one larger and one smaller. Place the larger one on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. You can stretch the dough with your hands or roll it out with a rolling pin, such as silicone one. Add the filling and spread it evenly. As a filling, by the way, you can use the same egg salad. It is a very good option. Cover with a small circle of dough on top and pinch the edges, making several slits on top. Bake the pie in the preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius for about 30 minutes. This dough really resembles yeast dough, soft, airy, and fluffy. A very simple, original and beautiful way of serving it is to fill a dish with boiled rice, slightly compacting it. Cover the top with a plate and flip it over. Remove the top container carefully and fill the resulting indentation with a hot dish, such as braised chicken. You don't need to scald tomatoes to remove the skin. Take any tableware with a handle, as long as it's not too thin or sharp, and gently run it over the entire surface of the tomato with slight pressure. Then make a cut and carefully remove the skin. If you need to pour out the remaining sauce from a bottle, place the bottle upside down on a hot skillet. Within a couple of minutes, due to the temperature difference, all the remnants will flow down and the bottle will be almost clean. The simplest way to fold a napkin for table setting is to fully unfold it. Fold it in half towards yourself, then make another fold in the same way. Now flip the napkin over, make the same fold towards the center from one of the sides. Then make 2 more folds in the same direction. It will result in a pocket where you can place the necessary utensils.